I'm Ryan. I'm a senior at MSAE and I've lived in Fairfield my whole life. I've been meditating since about 5th grade, I say, is when I first learned to do TM, and I've been doing it ever since, and I'm 17 now. I think that what my real passion is in theater and acting and just performing in general, but I love just being in plays and just all sorts of things like that. I guess I started in about 5th grade with something called Destination Imagination, which had a lot of acting in it. Basically, we had to come up with our own skit and our own props and everything. It was about a team of, 5 people my age. And that was like my first acting experience, and I really liked it. And then in 9th grade, I started with the Iowa Speech Association. So I started acting in more like serious things, like, learning from a director. And then about 2 years ago, I started my first improvisational comedy acting experience. And then last year was my first professional theater experience, in which I took part in a professional musical theater production just this last summer. I like all types of acting. I really like to make people laugh, so it's really rewarding when I'm in like group improv or something to hear all the laughter, because it's really a comedy thing, like a comedy club sort of style. But I also have really liked some serious roles. In 10th grade, I played a pretty serious role, and I had a lot of fun doing that, and it was actually really rewarding. Just, I like to play all sorts of roles, just, a lot of diversity. That's my last experience was in musical theater, for example, and I'd never done that before. I think when it comes down to it, one of the most important things for acting is energy. You have to have energy, otherwise the audience isn't going to be into it. They're not going to believe anything you're doing. And one thing that I think I'm really benefiting from TM is that it gives you sort of this energy. Like I can just, get rid of all the stress when I meditate, and I come out of it just feeling much more relaxed and just like I've had a much deeper rest, and that just gives me the energy. I can just take that right onto the stage with me, and it really pays off, I think. Last year I had a really good experience. I basically was in a 3-man play, and I had just really perfected this role, and I was basically starting to think just like my character was thinking. It became honesty and truth, everything I was portraying. It wasn't imitating. That's what theater should be, and I just really loved doing that. And it was a really good experience, but then about a week before competition, one of the other 3 people in the plays dropped out of school, and he was out of the play. That meant 2. So immediately I had to just switch roles to his role and teach another person that was coming in my role. And I got really worried about it, but I basically had to do the whole process over again in about a week, and it was really tough. But when it was all said and done, and we made it through the first round of competition, which was just a week after, I felt really proud of myself, and it was a really good experience to know what I was capable of. I definitely think theater's changed me as a person. With theater, I've said this before, I guess, but when you're out there and you're doing it, it's honesty, it's complete truth. There's no lies about it. Everything that you do has to come from within you. So being able to look inside myself and pull out these different aspects of my life, it could be memories, it could be fantasies or whatever, to help me take on another role. Knowing that I have the ability to do that, to go within myself, it's really nice to know that I can do that, and I think it helps me in just all other areas of life.